our house fall down if we expose our chimney? We were like 98% sure it wouldn't, so we gave it a shot. If you've ever thought about doing this is what we did and what we learned from it. We did start with just a small hole on each side to make sure it looked okay under there, and when it did, we decided to go for it. There's a 2x4 on the corner supporting the wall, and then we also found out that there's a giant gap on the other side, so we had to figure out how we were going to fill that in. The chimney's not straight and kind of leaning a little bit, so it wouldn't just be perfect for a board to fit in there. We did put another 2x4 to support it on that side, just scooched it back a little bit so it'd be hidden to where the bookshelves come out to. Then my husband took a couple scrap pieces of wood to put in there, used as support pieces for whatever trim we ended up using. Then I put this brick sealer on it. I don't know if this was necessary, but we decided it was better to just do it. Since we only decided to do the half of it because of the floor situation, we had to get creative with the trim so that we could make it look like this. Next, we had to patch the ceiling where the wall used to be and try to match the texture with a wet rag. And yes, we kept the textured ceiling. We didn't feel like dealing with it. Then to fill in that big gap on the right side, we took the old 2x4 that was on the corner and cut it down to use as a trim piece. I thought it would kind of look like it's always been there, maybe. But again, since the chimney's not straight, there was big gaps behind that piece of wood that we had to fill in with mortar. We figured piping it in would be the easiest, but it was a messy job, and this was almost disastrous. We realized we needed to cut a bigger hole in the bag, and it worked good after that. Then he smoothed it out with a putty knife, and we took the tape off to let it dry. It does take a bit for the mortar to dry, but you can tell that it's lightening up. It's not going to be exact match to the chimney, but it's alright. I love the exposed brick. Ours is a little kind of messy and rustic looking, but it works because we're going for cottage style anyway. And once the rest of the room gets done, I think it's going to look amazing, so follow along to see.